Hello and welcome to this session on the criteria for evaluation and selection of library management software packages. Library management software, or LMS, provides an integrated system for the management of different types of libraries and library activities such as acquisition, cataloging, circulation, administration, and reporting. LMS came into existence in all parts of the world from mid-1970s. Library management software of the first generation were module-based with no or very little integration between various modules. Circulation and cataloging modules were the priority issue of these systems and were developed to run on specific hardware platforms and proprietary operation systems. The second generation of LMS became portable between various platforms with the introduction of Unix and DOS-based systems. The LMS of this generation offered links between systems for specific functions and were command-driven or menu-driven systems. The third generation of LMS were fully integrated library systems based upon relational database structures. These embodied a range of standards which were a significant step to an open system interconnection, or the OSI. Graphic user interface, or GUI features such as windows, icons, menus, and direct manipulation became standards and norm in this generation of LMS. The fourth generation of LMS are fully web-centric architecture and facilitate access to other servers over the Internet. These systems allow accessing multiple sources for one multimedia interface. Library management software packages are very essential for efficient management of modern libraries. The market of library management software packages is undergoing tremendous change due to the changes in the information and communication technology. Evaluation of software packages is an important step before the selection of the software. It is basically a judgment of worth and a matter of comparison of actual result with external standard in the light of existing institutional realities and requirements. It helps in selecting most suitable library management software packages that fulfill the needs in automating library operations. The task of selecting of library management software packages require proper planning. The person who is responsible for selection of software might be aware of the modules offered by different suppliers. They should know the critical factors like cost of hardware and software, training, maintenance, support, upgrade, etc. They must evaluate the credibility of the supplier and must be able to make a short list of software packages and suppliers. The selection process should be based on 7 basic steps: evaluation, comparison, demonstration of software packages, feedback from authority, staff and users, preliminary selection, modification and customization, and final selection. The process of evaluation should be based on some predefined criteria. Like any evaluative process, library management software evaluation is also quite a difficult task. It mainly involves 4 basic aspects, that is, whether the software will be commercial, in-house developed software package, freeware, and open source software. In case of commercial software, it will cost a huge investment. In case of in-house developed software package, it will consume much of the library budget, time from the library staff, and create problem in retrospective conversion. In case of freeware, there is a problem with technical support. But the open source software has not any major disadvantages if it has an online community for technical support. Criteria for evaluation of software. There is no generic list of the criteria which can be used for evaluation of any software package. The quality characteristics of software packages such as functionality, reliability, usability, efficiency, maintainability, and portability can be used as evaluation criteria. Rowley, 1993, suggested the factors like cost, history of originator, supplier, service support, maintenance, and technical considerations. According to Malvad, 1995, selection of software to be based on specific needs of the institution, its environment, budget, users, aims and objective of the institution. Panwatkar in 2012 suggested the following criteria that may be adopted for identifying, evaluating and selecting software package for library. Develop functional specification of each job that libraries want to do with their software. Make a survey of the suitable software packages and create a short list of appropriate software on the basis of its specifications and capabilities. Review of software packages published in library journals may also be examined. The reputation of the firm may also be considered while buying software. Software must be compatible to the computer on which it has to run. Software must be flexible enough to work with both fixed and variable length records. It should be user-friendly. The vendor must support installation and provide training to library professionals and users. Following are the procedures and steps before the selection of library management software packages. Preliminary steps: consulting other libraries and library professionals. No one wants chosen software to stop unexpectedly, slow down on large network and send error report messages. So, before making a choice, it will be better to consult a person who has already used the software in the same way or consult people who have already gained experience on that software package. Reputation of the referrer. The reputation of the person or the institution, his, her, its experience on that particular software is the next point to be considered. The relation between the evaluator and the referee should also be justified at this point. Existing literature. It is better to go for the software after carefully examining the existing literature and documentation on the particular software package. 2. Vendor validity. Reputation of the manufacturer and vendor. What is the reputation of the software vendor or manufacturer in the market, or for how long have they been working in the field is the next important thing to consider. The following consideration may help to examine the validity of the vendor. Is the vendor also the software developer, or is the vendor a distributor or agent for the software developer? Is there an international presence, or is the company localized? How long has the software developer been in the library systems industry? How long has the library software been in the market, and who uses this software? Training. Does the company or authority of the particular software provide training? Where and how the training is conducted, whether it is online or on-site? Documentation or manual. Is training accompanied by easy-to-follow supporting print material or manual? How good is the manual? These are also important points to be considered. Updating. Does the company from their own website help to install, upgrade and patches, or simply help one with a particular function? How are the new modifications, new versions of the software to be obtained by the librarian? Post-installation support. Post-installation support from the vendor. General features of the library management software package. A. Multiple platforms. The software package chosen should run on various computer platforms. B. Existing standards. The one element in all library automation and networking today that has assumed highest priority is the use of international standards. Software should support internationally known standards such as Mark 21, CCF, AACR2, LCSH and data export and import in ISO 2709 Mark CCF. If possible, the software chosen should also comply with Unicode. C. Integrated. The software should permit collaborative working and all modules should be integrated in nature. D. Flexibility. The software should be so flexible as to handle the records of variable sizes. E. Capacity. The restriction in total number of database, information, record in a database enable the software to be handled effectively. F. Speed. Speed of operation in different environment. G. Standardized data format for import and export. The software should use standardized data format for importing and exporting of data from and to the software. H. Debugging facility. Debugging facility and scope of proper error message while executing the software are to be ensured. I. User friendliness. The software should be built on GUI-based environment. It should provide expert advice and assistance in performing any task. It should empower the experienced user with shortcuts and the inexperienced user with menu-driven icons, dialog box, etc., giving clickable access to the software. The software that is built on other platforms should also have a mnemonic-based command. J. Object linking and embedding. The object linking and embedding feature helps to create objects in one application and then to embed it in a record of the software package running on the computer. If the software package chosen has this feature, then it is good. K. Effectiveness. Does the system meet the specifications? L. Reliability. Does the search in the software give consistent results? M. Customization and expandability. The system should permit addition of new features to meet the local needs and uses. Services. Acquisition. Does the entire process of acquisition, right from suggestion, request for proposal, quotation, comparison, purchase, invoicing and accessioning, is smoothly and effectively handled by the package? Does the system carry out duplicate checking while entering data? Does it have the capacity to print accession register, and how effective is the system for data entry? Does the software provide an easy way for editing records? Are insertions and deletions of records easy? B. Cataloging. Cataloging through retrospective conversion facility, provision of catalog card printing, etc. Circulation. Can the member ID cards with barcode and photograph be easily generated and used by the package? Is it possible to record the visits of the members to the library irrespective of the circulation? Provision for issue, return and renewal of documents, grace periods, overdue alert, computation of fines and reservation of documents, etc. D. Serial control. Does the serial control system allow to smoothly and effectively manage subscription and lending of serials, journals, periodicals or magazines? Provision of monitoring multiple issues of a serial, provision of grace period for receiving the serial, provision of renewal, overdue alert and entering the abstract of a serial. E. OPAC. Provision of reservation through OPAC, provision of searching OPAC from outside the library, provision of searching the OPAC and web simultaneously, meta search, using a single word search. F. Library administration. The software should allow generation of different kinds of reports, that is, collection statistics, circulation statistics, and also should be helpful to create one's own specialized report to meet the specialized needs. It should have the facility to assign different rights to the software for different category of library staff. New technologies. The library software package should keep pace with global technology, web enhancement, online information, virtual services, provision of barcode facility, handling uncatalogued items, etc. A. Network capabilities. Provision of LAN connectivity, scope of integration of software package with a web browser. B. Web enabling. Provision of web enabling through link to the application service provider ASP, provision of internet connectivity, email connectivity, etc. C. Enhanced MARC data. Many software allow to catalog websites, e-books, AV resources in addition to traditional library resources. D. Open standard technologies. Is the database built on open standard technology such as SQL, Cold Fusion or XML that allows different types of software to talk to each other? That means different modules of the software can easily and automatically share and update any information is common, etc. E. Web technology standards. Web services are the set of technologies and standards for interoperability well adapted to exploit the characteristics and potentials of the web environment. Web technology is being used in library management software to make these compatible for working in web environment. Some of these technologies are HTML, XML, OpenURL, HTTP, SOAP, etc. Securities. A. Log on off. The software should provide library users and staff members with user IDs and passwords to log on or off facilities on their own. The system must also allow the administrator to provide access restrictions to certain modules or records or fields of importance. B. Power out feature. Is any power out feature included? The system should be with a manual hand scanner available to check the material in and out in the event of power failure that can later be easily connected to the computer system. Cost of the software package. A. Total cost of the software package. If the system comes in different modules available in only circulation module, circulation plus cataloging module, then the cost of the system is to be considered whether the total cost is affordable or justified. Cost of support, cost of training, on-site support, etc. Cost of upgrade, which is cost of future upgrades. And D. Future exist cost. In near future, if one wants to switch over to another software package, then the cost involved in such cases should also be considered. E. Warranty. The software should come with performance and service warranty. Performance testing. Any library management software package should be evaluated by checking some performance testing like transaction throughput capacity and response time, hardware functionality, module functionality, conversion testing, database loading, index building, etc. Web interfaces. The technologies are shifting the horizon of library management software packages every day. So, in choosing any software for library automation, if possible, librarians should look for the software package that has also the facility for federated search and comply with the open URL and barcode and RFID technologies. Integrated library management software vendors has increased not only the number of services offered, but also their prices, leading to some dissatisfaction among smaller libraries. At the same time, open source software was in its early stages of testing. Some libraries began turning to such open source integrated library systems. Common reasons noted were to avoid vendor lock-in, avoid license fees, and participate in software development. Freedom from vendors also allowed libraries to prioritize needs according to urgency as opposed to what their vendor can offer. Libraries which have moved to open source integrated library systems have found that vendors are now more likely to provide quality service in order to continue a partnership, since they no longer have the power of owning the integrated library systems and tying down libraries to strict contracts. The use of cloud-based library management systems has increased drastically since the rise of cloud technology. Some common management systems include Libramatic, Aura Software, and Librarica. Many modern cloud-based solutions allowed automated cataloging by scanning a book's ISBN. Let's summarize what we have discussed. There are various information materials which focus on different criteria for selection and evaluating of library management software packages. So, adopting the necessary criteria intelligently is the ability of the person concerned with the library automation. Sophisticated library management software is available in open source platform and from the market. So, it is more complicated to acquire a full-fledged library automation system for libraries. Therefore, proper planning is required before finalizing the criteria for the exercise. Before you attend the next unit, please try to answer the following questions. What is library automation? What are the new developments in library management software? What are the general features of good library management software? What are the criteria for the evaluation of library management software? Books for your reference are Evaluating and Selecting Software Packages, a Review, Information and Software Technology, Anil S. Yadav and Rajendra M. Sonar, 2009. Evaluating Library Software and Its Fitness for Purpose, Library Review, Nicholas Joint, 2006. Selection criteria for library automation software, Desi Doc Journal of Library and Information Technology, N.M. Malwad 2002. Management of library automation software in academic libraries, Online International Interdisciplinary Research Journal, Sunil D. Punwatkar 2012. That's all we have on this module of library software packages, and I hope that this session was of great use to all of you. Until next time, goodbye.